यहाँ से ये मैक्सिमाइज करता हूँ, चलो।
Hello students, today's my topic is broadband antennas. As we know, in many applications antenna operate effectively over wide range of frequencies. This is referred to as broadband antennas. So one of the main objectives is to design an antenna to broaden its characteristics, increase its bandwidth. So this is a tedious task, especially if the specifications are quite ambitious. So the broadband basics. In many applications, antenna must operate effectively over wide range of frequencies. An antenna with wide bandwidth is referred to as the broadband antennas. So the definition is basically somewhat it depends upon the particular antennas. So the smooth physical structures which tends to produce patterns and input impedance. This simple concept is very important in broadband antennas. So to determine the bandwidth, as you know, the bandwidth is computed in two ways. That is, it expressed as a percentage or it expressed as a ratio. So that means a broadband, it is relative measure of bandwidth which varies with the circumstances. Here Fu is the upper frequency and Fl is the lower frequency for which satisfactory performance is obtained, and the center frequency is denoted by Fc. So the application for this, it requires coverage over broad range of frequencies such as television, reception of all channels, wideband antennas, all these are needed. Various categories of antennas come under the purview of broadband antennas, that is helical, travelling, biconical, frequency, log periodics. In this chapter we will focus on two major varieties, that is frequency and log periodic. Now come to the point, that is frequency independent antennas. Frequency independent, basically it is physically fixed in size and operates on an instantaneous basis over wide bandwidth with relatively constant impedance path, polarization and gains. So this basically a feature of independent antenna is self-scaling behavior, and the radiation which takes place from that portion of these antenna, its half wavelength of the circumference is one wavelength, and this region is called basically active regions. So the Ramsey, which is the scaling characteristics of antenna, VH Ramsey, that is the model measurement indicates the shape of the antenna with specified by angles. So the Ramsey principle is that the impedance and path properties, that is impedance and pattern properties of an antenna will be frequency independent if the antenna shape is specified only in terms of angle. So the Ramsey, that is requirement, would be fulfilled by antenna whose equation in spherical coordinates. So it fulfills whose equation is spherical coordinates, that is r is equals to e to power e to power a pi plus pi naught f theta, where a is rate of expansion and pi naught is orientation. This diagram shows the equiangular or logarithmic spiral, that is spiral. Here the spiral is what it is, the only planar structures as we see that can be defined by only angles. The spiral begins at inner radius r and grows exponentially with respect to angle multiplied by growth rate a. So basically the spiral antennas are metallized areas between two or more spirals with the open areas in between. These satisfy self-complementary on congruence conditions, a generator or receiver, which is common across the inner terminals. So the first figure shows these are the coordinate systems based on equiangular spiral. Second is symmetrical arms, and third is symmetrical arms with a tends to infinity, that is the biconical antenna. So these antennas are divided in two types, that is spiral and log periodics. Now come to the analysis of frequency independent antenna. As we know, the surface of an edge of its surface is described by this curve, that is r is f theta pi, where r shows the distance along the surface, and we have assumed that antenna has both terminals close to the origin disposed along theta is equals to 0 and pi at pi axis. So it scales to a frequency that is k times lower than the original, and it made k times cater to maintain electrical dimensions. So from the surface of an H on its surface, the new surface will be described, that is by doing r dash, that is k, that is times lower, that is at theta pi. So these are both identical, but they are similar because these are congruents. So to achieve this, it must be rotated by c, that is equation k f theta pi is equals to f theta pi plus c. So the antenna, original of antenna would behave at the same at both the frequencies. Now come to the log periodic antennas. As we know, the log periodic antenna has bounded 10:1 in these radiation occurs primarily from the central, or we can say active region of an antenna, where elements are about lambda by 2 long near the middle of the operating range. The elements at the left of the active region are less than lambda by 2 and present a larger capacitance reactance to the triangle. This region is called transmission line region, and the elements at the right of the active region are larger than lambda by 2 and present a large inductive reactance to the line. This region is called inactive regions. So basically it is desired at the geometry of these antennas so Susan that the electrical properties repeat periodically with log of frequencies. So here some examples. Number first, planar and bi-reg logarithmically periodic antennas. Structures characterized by geometric ratio having tau and width. And example second is also described by planar and bi trapezoidal tooth log periodic antennas. Example next is dipole array. This is the dipole array as you see, where diameter is dn, this is the diameters, and the feed gap is shown by Sn, length Ln, and the distance is Rn. It shows sequence of side-by-side parallel lines forming a coplanar array, and these have very high directives over a wide bandwidth, and we can characterize by 1 upon tau, Ln plus 1 upon Ln, Rn plus 1 upon Rn, Dn plus 1 upon Dn, and Sn plus 1. These all the dimensions are described in previous lectures, which is associated with these array with the having spacing factor sigma, and sigma is denoted by this formula. So we can choose these types of things by tau using 0.8 and sigma 0.12 for a predictive gain of 6.5 dBi. Now the question, you have to calculate it. Calculate the length of each element involved in a 9-element log periodic array if k is equals to 1.2 and fifth element is of length lambda by 2. So calculate this. Now the next topic is Yagi-Uda antenna. What is Yagi-Uda antenna? Yagi-Uda antenna was basically jointly developed by two Japanese professors, that is Shintaro Uda and Hidetsugu Yagi in 1926. It works over range of frequency bands like high frequency 3 to 30 MHz, UHF 300 to 3000 MHz. It is basically known as the common kind of terrestrial TV antennas and found on the rooftops of house, and there are some amateur radio enthusiasts who construct Yagi-Uda for 80-meter wavelength bands. So it is known that these antennas can be used to increase directivity, and its array feed network are simplified only with a few elements which are fed directly, which is referred to as parasitic array, and elements that are not directly driven are called parasites, which receives their excitation by near field coupling from the driven elements. These two, and to understand its operation, there is a 3-element Yagi, that is a driven, or we can say our driver is considered, and parasitics to the array. So a current which is basically, as in figure, as we talk about figure, here the current is excited on the parasites and the resulting radiating electric field also tangent to the wire, which is equal to an amplitude and opposite in phase to the incident wave. This is because the electric field arriving at the parasitic from the driver is tangential it, and the total electric field tangential to a good conductor is 0. So the field radiated is such that the total tangential field on the parasite is 0. As we know, the characteristics of Yagi-Uda antenna is folded dipole can be replaced by lambda by 2 if the feed line is coaxial cable. It has 3 components: reflector, driver, directors, which is called parasitic elements, and it is also called folded dipole, which is about lambda by 2, and its resonance. The mutual impedance depends upon the spacing and the length of the elements. And Yagi-Uda antenna is directional antenna. As we know, it also comes in the category of traveling wave antennas. The directivity of Yagi-Uda antenna increases with increasing the number of directors, but after 6 director, directivity does not increase significantly. So this is the characteristics. Next question is, design a log periodic antenna of frequency 0.054 to 0.216 GHz and gain of 7.1 dB using PCAT software. So design this antenna. Thank you.